Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I am
Yes, human being.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good.
Yes, welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rub on. Put the club soda on there.
What's good, Barry?
Not much. It's a great weekend. Nice and warm. Went to the beach, played some horses, won a couple races. It's all good.
Nice. I did not win a couple races. In fact, my play from the 10th on Saturday at Saratoga, kind of wish I had bet to show because that horse paid $15 to show. Yeah. Listen, if you guys need horses at huge odds to round out trifectas and superfectas, I am your man's.
Honestly, that's not a bad skill.
It's true.
I always say that there's certain things in horse racing that are kind of under the radar as skills rather than a detriment. Like, for example, it's a skill to be able to find terrible favorites.
Right. And
people don't talk about that as a skill. They just don't even talk about it at all. But there is a skill to finding bad favorites. And I try to hone in on that a lot. But, trial and error.
There we go. Yeah, it's true. I think another, just on that same kind of plane of thought, would be the fact that I think being able to admit to yourself that a favorite is going to win a race is the same kind of valuable. It's both sides of the same coin, right?
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of realism in your in your thought process, because you can't just blindly be delusional and think every favorite's going to lose or every favorite's going to win. You kind of have a little bit of moderation and be able to evaluate those sort of things on a case by case basis. And that's really where the skill comes into play. It's difficult and it takes time. I think people don't think of it in that way, and that's why it's an underrated skill that handicappers should have in their toolbox.
I didn't expect us to get this philosophical early, Barry.
Man, we got it. Yeah, we do it all over here, right?
Wait, that's right. And guys, it's another week at the Notorious OTB. And as is tradition, we're looking at pick 3 bets to kick off our week here on episode 420 Monday. Many have asked if I'm doing something special for episode 420. And you know what? No, I'm going to do what I do every day, rookie. Like, I'm a goddamn professional, baby lungs. Today for episode 420, we're pulling out the stops with our pick 3 tickets for Ellis Park. And we've dug through this card from the rooter to the tutor to give you our best pick 3s on the card. We're talking Ellis Park today, Monday, the 18th of August, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for this card is going to be 12:50 Eastern, 11:50 God's time, 9:50 a.m. Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. And Barry, we did not pick the same sequence. There's no overlap, but because of how numbers work, you are leading us off. What you got, buddy?
Yeah, this is a nice little sequence. I thought we could possibly make a little bit of money here. Race 3 is a Fillies and Mares maiden $16,000 claimer, going 6 furlongs on the main. Usually drop downs win these kind of races, and there's no shortage of that in this race. So we're going to go 4 deep. We're going to use Global Queen, who's dropping in from 30,000 first off the claim for Ed Mosier. Doesn't do all that well first off the claim, at least not in Kentucky. But he's formidable with these kind of stats on horses coming off this kind of layoff and such. So getting Lasix for the first time, getting Bejarano, I think the intent is to really go. We're going to use the 3 Midnight Muse, same sort of situation, but this horse is the second time at this level, which I like a lot. Also, didn't really get a great trip last time, was kind of wide, gets better post position, and I think that one will be into it. We're going to use the first timer for Brad Cox, Act of Faith. It's the first time starter. You don't know what you're going to get here out of Munnings. Sure, this horse will probably be fit and ready to win a race like this, although I have to say this is kind of strange for a Brad Cox horse to be unveiled in a $16,000 claimer. It's not really a good sign, but he's getting Tyler Gaffleone. I don't know what to make of this, honestly, but we'll see. Getting Lasix first time. And we're also going to use who would be my top pick here, the 8, Just Take the Cannoli.
Ooh, good
ran
name.
showed some speed at the $30,000 level, drops in for 16. This time has a bullet work in tow, one out of 140 at Churchill on August 9th. So this horse was moving. So we're going to give that one a shot in this race as well. So we're going to use the 2, 3, 4, and 8.
Then you roll it into race 4, 8.5 furlongs, $50,000, another maiden claimer on the turf. What about race 4, Barry?
Yeah, not many surprises here. I almost singled the 6, Dawn After Dawn, who looks far and away the best horse in this race, at least on paper and on turf on paper. Just missed last time in a similar race. Got claimed by Jordan Blair, who does okay with the new acquisitions. Good enough that this horse kind of stands out, finds a field that I think this horse can handle. I'm also going to use the 2, though, Adulaire. I think this horse may have a little bit of upside. Was claimed first time out and then went on the grass going short on the turf. Improved the buyer speed figure that day, although didn't really improve finish, but gets back to the $50,000 level and stretches back out, or not back out, but stretches out. And I think that might make all the difference. I think this horse might be able to run a little bit, getting blinkers. And Albin Jimenez, who does okay for this barn. So we're going to use the 2 and the 6 to move on.
There we go. When we move it on to race 5, where you wrap up your pick 3, we're going 6 furlongs, $102,000 non-winners, a 1 something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Allowance on the dirt. What are you doing to close out this here pick 3?
We are singled.
Ooh, hold on.
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, we are singled. Number 2, Miracle Worker. From a consistency standpoint, this is the most consistent horse in this field as far as efforts on the dirt and going this distance. You have a horse in Lambeau who is probably going to kind of be let go on the lead. But I also expect the 6, Ajabe, to really press that pace, and even Math Tutor to get involved. That being said, Miracle Worker falls into a really nice trip, gets first run on horses like the favorite Amour Petrier, and wins this race. 6-1 mooring line gives us that odds boost that we need to make this a playable bet. So we're going to use the 2, Miracle Worker, to end and win our pick 5 to the hoop.
I love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, we love dunking. I have not given up the dream of dunking a basketball, Barry. I know how it happens too. It's a high rebound off the rim, and I just come flying in and punch it.
Yeah, tip dunk, huh?
Yeah.
Off the rebound.
It's I jump and I realize that I'm jumping higher than I've ever jumped before, and then I just hammer.
Like Air Bud.
Yes, exactly like Air Bud. All right, I've got a pick 3 for you people also. Mine comes out of race 6, 8 furlongs, $100,000 maiden special weight on the turf. I think if any race has a chance for fireworks, I really think it might be the 6th race on the card. I spread out wide here in the name of getting prices on the ticket as well to stay alive to my single in race 7. I don't necessarily have a top pick in this race, so I'm just going to give you everyone I'm using on this leg of the ticket. And if you want to win bet one of them, do whatever you want. You're a fucking adult. Your time is your own. So I'm using the 2 Causeways Joy. One, this is a sneaky good turf pedigree. 2, how often do you see Kitten's Joys on the track anymore, making their debut? And 3, the Dale Romans. So I'm using the 2 Causeways Joy. I guess we'll call that my top pick, but I'm also going to include the 3 Rose to Riches, which for some reason I wish was the name Rags to Bitches. I don't know why. Number 4, Rain Gold, 3-1. And then I'm also going to use the 6, Bistino Beauty, the 8, Maverick Queen, and the 9, Strada del Sogno, or I guess whatever that name is. I'm not good with languages. I'm not going to lie. I had too many. All right, never mind. I'm not going to tell this high school story because why? All right, I roll it into race 7 furlongs, $30,000 claiming on the dirt. And I think that this is a good spot to beat the favorite because of the race shape and how this early pace should shake out. This race is making me reconsider my resolution I made January 1st of 2024, not to single closers. But I'm going to be singling a horse that's not pace compromised like the morning line favorite here. As I like to say, sometimes you got to throw run style at a problem when you have an abundance of early speed and you think an off-pace horse can get there. In this situation, there was really only one off-pace horse that I thought could get the job done, and it's going to be the number 7, Explosively. This one is going to be sitting a few lengths off the early lead, and this is the one I like best to get up over the favorite and the other 3 speeds. And of course, since I'm singling a closer, may God have mercy on my soul. Oh man, I have a clip. I think we'll get copyright ding for it. Never mind. You know what? I'm using it. I see dead people.
There it is.
Hopefully I'm not a dead person singling the closer there. All right, we roll it into race 8 where I finish this joker up. It's not often you see a 10 furlong race on a Monday, but here we are with the 10 furlong turf race on a Monday. And this is another race where I throw run style at the problem and try to get home with 2 horses I think can win this thing from off the pace. My top pick is going to be the 8, Quadra Island. I defer to this one over the other horse I'm using because we got a win at the distance. It's been a hot commodity at the claiming box, and we're looking at a pattern of 3 ascending speed figures, and another step forward makes this one a threat at a decent price. And then I'm also going to use the 2. Yep, I'm chalk eating, weaseling it. Clyde's got a gun, 9-5. I think we can beat this horse, but I still want it on my ticket because if I've made it past the first 2 legs unscathed, then I want to have this one on my ticket because of the race shape and not really wanting to single a closer, a second closer, I guess, in this pick 3. So that is it for race 8, 2-8 to close it out. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I think we have to.
Is mandatory. Go ahead, Barry.
All right, so we're going to race 3, $3 pick 3. We're going with the 2, 3, 4, and 8 in race 3. Race 4, the 2 and 6. Race 5, single to the 2. $3 play for a total of $24. Tried to keep it under 30 so we could crush it and keep it moving. Let's go.
Let's go. And don't leave the window.
No ring until Whitey pay me.
Right. Yeah.
Don't leave until Whitey pays you. Here we go. Here's my pick 3. Starts at race 6. I think this is a show record for how wide I went in the first leg. I don't think I've ever gone 6 deep on the show, but I did go 6 deep here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 in race 6. Race 7, we are single to the 7. Race 8, we're playing the 2-8. I just noticed I have a horse number that's the same as the race number in every single. I don't know what that means or if it's good or bad, but
the 6, 7, 8 and the 6, 7, and 8. Why not?
There we go. Barry, what do you got going the rest of the day?
Not much. Just getting ready for next weekend. I mean, it's coming up close, but
yeah, you got Travers weekend coming up, man.
Yeah, Travers weekend is it's a spectacle. I mean, the Travers race isn't so great, but everything else is actually pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. I'll tell you this: if I hear any comparison to affirmed Alidar over the weekend with journalism and sovereignty, I'm going to slap somebody in the mouth. Just to close
you know you're going to hear it at least once, right?
Right.
Either on Twitter or on television.
Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of slapping to do. That's for sure. Guys, that's it for us here. Go ahead.
Overhand or backhand?
Oh, backhand.
With a glove or without a glove?
Well, don't you take the glove off to, I don't know, maybe with the glove. Yeah, a glove, like an isotoner or like a, like OJ
glove?
Simpson used to sell us, those kind of. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We'll be back tomorrow, and we're in uncharted waters for the show. I've actually gotten requests for us to do this track a couple of times. So tomorrow we're going to be looking at long shots they call it a Cinneboya. I call it a Cinnebois. But we're going to be talking about a Cinneboya tomorrow, long shots. So we're getting our Manitoba horses in.
Right, our poutine.
That's
some poutine to go with that.
Give me some fucking all-dressed chips.
And a Molson. Poutine and a Molson.
I'll take a moose jaw if I have to. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. We love you. Bye-bye. Ooh, what are we going to ride out on, Barry? What are we going to ride out on? Okay. Oh, this is tough. I don't know what to do.
No whammies. Stop.
Look at us.